Hey there, another humid day, very humid. We got some thunderstorms rolling in this afternoon, so I'm gonna see what I can get done on this camper before we get dumped on. Turn this around here. We got the camper here. I'm gonna get the windows and door off. I gotta jack it up and take the wheels off. I'm just gonna get started because I got a little bit of a late start. Let's do it.
You are in every dream and everything I lay my eyes on. What are you looking for when you look at me? You got
All right, so as I'm deconstructing this, I'm also thinking about how I'm going to reconstruct it. And I have a few different construction techniques I'm considering. But one of the issues with this particular construction is it's an aluminum skin. It is covered in enamel, but when it sits in a steel channel like this, or when you screw through it with steel screws, turn this around, you get electrolytic corrosion. So a steel screw went through here, the steel bumper, or fender rather, was rubbing up against it, and where the steel touched the aluminum just gets chalky and basically disintegrates. I'm gonna take you underneath here. You can see this aluminum skin wraps underneath, and it sits in this angle iron, and from vibrations it's also worn through and contacted here, and I'm starting to get electrolytic corrosion all along the aluminum there. So you really have to separate anywhere you have steel and aluminum, and ultimately time and vibrations cause it to get that corrosion. So I don't think I'm going to be using aluminum in the reconstruction unless I use it like a very high bond tape, and they use that for aluminum panels on like trucks and stuff. It's really strong. It's actually stronger than the mechanical fasteners through a wide range of temperatures and everything. But even then, I'd have to screw trim along the seams, and that can get the same kind of corrosion you see here. So I'll talk about some of the possible construction methods in another video. Right now it's just deconstruction, but I just wanted to show you some of the problems I've dealt with this particular type of construction.
You are in every dream and everything I lay my eyes on. What are you looking for when you look at me? You gotta know. I was You are in every dream and everything I lay my eyes on. What are you looking for when you look at me? You gotta know.
This is all good stuff.
I was
The Queen Ant. Oh, square bit. camera underneath. Taking the bolts out that hold the trailer to the frame. Also eating some chicken quesadilla. But the other corner, it tore straight out because it was all rotted. This one I think will come out. Another queen ant. Must be a bunch of flights going on today. All right, I think the whole box is detached from the frame. We'll see, there might be a screw or two hidden underneath the linoleum. I gotta throw the wheels back on and see if we can jack the box off of the frame. There is silicone around the perimeter, but I'm hoping that the trailer weighs enough to just peel that up. Otherwise we might have to get a little creative. But that's the next step here, is trying to get this box off and out of the frame.
Man, you'd think you'd be better at putting on wheels by now.
They say you don't gotta go home, but you can't stay here. And no
All right, sorry about the lighting. The camera is in the garage here. But we're gonna try and jack the camper up, get the jack stands under the camper itself, and then lower it onto the jack stands, and hopefully the weight of the frame drops the frame. In theory, that's how it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
They say you don't gotta go home, but you can't stay here. And no, I don't wanna be alone in the world out there. They say you don't gotta go home, but you can't stay here. And no, I don't.
Ooh, it's doing it. It's doing it. I think what we're gonna do is get the jack under the camper and try and jack up the camper more. There is one screw. Oh, my battery's about to die. One screw in here, which I have to find under the linoleum. It's gonna be somewhere in here. And then she should be free. I'm gonna do that off camera since I'm about to run out of battery. And I'll get back to you in a bit. Alright, I got a little more charge in my camera here, but I got the one fastener in the middle removed, and the whole frame just dropped down. So the camper shell is now separate from the frame that's sitting on jack stands. We got all the hardware off the doors and windows. All we got left is the trim and the skins, and then I'll probably just attack the rest with a Sawzall.
Here we go.
So I had plans to try and save that trim, but it's silicone on there so good, there's no way to take it off without bending it all to hell. So on the plus side, that means I don't have to be careful anymore. On the downside, it means I already wasted a lot of time that I didn't have to. But we're just gonna go full destructor on this. So I'm a little hesitant to Sawzall just because I don't want to make more work for myself than I have to. But I got the rest of that trim off by just ripping it off. I wasn't careful and it was much easier. We're gonna go for the aluminum now. A little bit of water damage there. Honestly, under the window here is pretty good. Surprising, because you'd think windows would leak. But no, you can see the path, the water, right where the holes were. Followed it down. And honestly, this corner, I'm surprised this is good too. So all in all, this side isn't terrible for, well, yeah, that's pretty bad. But I'm guessing the other side is gonna show us way worse. So even though it's a lot more work, I'm really trying to preserve the aluminum skin. The exterior is all kind of ratty and scraped up, but the inner surface is like clean enamel. So a lot of this I can repurpose for other projects. I haven't figured those out yet, but I'd rather save as much as I can for being used for something else rather than just go crazy and demo it in 2 seconds but not be able to use any of it. So yeah, it's ended up being a lot more work than I'd like, but hopefully I can make something cool out of the stuff that I saved. If not, whatever, I'm getting my exercise and losing some water weight. See how many screws I can miss on this back piece. I guess I got my suffering out of the way with the first one, but that happened way too easy. All right, one more quick walk around. Water damage, water damage, water damage. Surprisingly, no water damage. Lots and lots and lots of water damage. Yeah. Blech. So the skin went over this, and then the trim screwed down in, but the pieces that it's screwed to weren't really screwed to anything anymore. So it's literally just the silicone holding the trim and the two sides together, holding the whole thing together. Sketchy. Chance of this collapsing midway.
Haha.